Carpenter, bricklayer, wabundale, come and down. Beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I promised you guys that I will do a detailed review on this baby here. Yes, this dehydrator. It doesn't have a brand name, it's just dehydrator. Yes, so this dehydrator is not the touch screen dehydrator, it's the buttons dehydrator. From here you can see the control panel there. Is it serving well? Is it worth investing in? If you have a food business, you have an exportation business, you have a pap business, anything, should you buy this dehydrator for real? And my quick answer is yes. So let me just take you guys through it all. See, it's over 2 weeks, I think 3 weeks. I've not lost this wire, this Africa in me. So the first of all, these are the list of things you can try with this dehydrator and even more. They classified it here, and I would say using this dehydrator you really need to stick to these temperatures, like seriously. And secondly, if you want your dehydrator to dry your food so fast, please cut it into tiny pieces, or if you are slicing, slice it into very thin layer. One is herbs for 35 to 52 degrees. This flour fermentation, it could be pap. Yes, I'll be drying some pap after this review. Pap that we left in freezer, we forgot that there's even pap there. Flour fermentation should be pap drying, that's 43 to 46 degrees. Yogurt 46 degrees. Vegetables 49-57. fruits and fruit rolls, this is where dates fall in. Yeah, this is where your dates fall in. Dates is a fruit. Then meat, fish, jerky, is 63-68. So when it comes to the power button here, this is the off. This one, okay, yeah, this is not the off, this is not the off, this is the off. It's being flat like this is the off. Then if you want to use the timer, let me plug it. There's nothing inside there. Let me plug it. Okay, this is the off. You see, there's no light. So if I want to use the timer to dry my thing, I'll just push it down here. This is the timer, but it's not going to, okay, it's set at, let me set it at 0. Yeah, this is the timer at 0. So if I want to use timer, like I want to time how many hours a particular thing that I put inside this dehydrator will take to dry, I'll put it under this timer and I will set my timer. See, the green light is up. I'll set it up like this. As it keeps drying, it will keep going down, going down, going down till it turns to 0. Yes, this is when you want to check how many hours it takes for a particular item you put in the dehydrator to dry. How many hours is going to take. So but me, I usually do not use timer because we live in Nigeria. The NEPA is not steady. I do not want a situation whereby after reading and I'm thinking that I'm still drying, it will just go off and light will just be wasted. So I just put it on. This is on. It's not timer again. This is on. This timer also will help you if you don't want something to over dry. You just want it to dry for like 1 hour. It will help you and turn it. It will turn off automatically. You don't need to come and check it and the rest. So me, what I usually use this thing to dry is my dehydrator, my dates. So I leave it on. It's going to remain on like this, so till that those things you put inside dry. Kakaraka. So this particular dehydrator is a 10-tray dehydrator. I think 9 perforated ones and one that is not perforated. Let me show you guys. It has about 10 perforated trays like this and this flat one, this one. When it comes to the door can be tricky. You guys saw when I fixed it here. This is how you close the door. I hope it's showing now. Push this one inside and clip to open it. Open, bring it out. That's okay, and you have your dehydrator. So this ventilation part too can detach. This place where you have your fan, it can detach. Oh, this is so cozy. So I don't know why let me show you guys. This place now is detachable, but the reason why you can detach it is what I do not know. When you are placing your dehydrator, let me lock it. Push. Okay. When you are placing your dehydrator, as you guys can see, this is the back of my own dehydrator. I placed it where it can receive fresh air to help ventilation. You know, I did not come and place it on the wall here because this wall will block the ventilation. This is what it looks like. It's facing here and the outside is open. Wow. There are a couple of rules to this dehydrator. You have to be careful because this dehydrator, if you're not careful, you're gonna shock you. That is the one important thing you have to note. They also said it in their manual. This dehydrator now, once it is plugged, you do not need to touch it as I'm touching it now, or when you are barefooted, you come and open it. You want to check what you put inside it, you open it with barefoot, without slippers or with wet hands. It's going to shock you, especially if it's plugged. Right now I'm touching it because it is not plugged. So what you do is turn it off. Me, I used to unplug it from the socket here, unplug it from the socket here, and before I start opening it. Does it dry fast? Yes, this dehydrator dries so fast. I think I'm making noise with this thing. It dries so fast. Because I'm living in Nigeria, we do not have steady lights, and I do not want to use my generator for this process most times. So what I do is, whenever I'm drying, I don't use the specific temperature here. Like if I'm drying my dates now, my date is meant to be within 57 to 63 degrees Celsius, which is here 53, okay, which is this side. So what I do, I just put it at 100 to heat it up so fast. Then with time, once the water in the dates has started drying up, it's just for the dates to dry up well, I just bring it to this place. Because when you are drying with very high temperature, or you are using the wrong temperature, for example, dates now, I'm supposed to use 70 and I'm using 90. If I use that 90 throughout that drying, it is going to caramelize my dates. My dates will caramelize, maybe because of its dates. Not that it will burn. No, it doesn't burn. No matter how long you keep your dates here, it will just caramelize. So what I do, I reduce it, I put the right temperature so that it will be drying slow and steady. Then if you want to achieve a faster drying, pieces that dates very well, pieces it into tiny pieces. Into tiny pieces, I mean, whatever. So right now I want to dry an old pap, very old pap. We even forgot that there is pap in that freezer. We even forgot that there is pap in that freezer. So I want to dry my pap in this dehydrator for the first time. I've been using this dehydrator I use it to dry my soya beans, my prawn, my unripe plantain. You guys know I'm into Tom Brown business, so if you need Tom Brown soya plus, like it's not ordinary soya beans powder, soya plus pap, wet or dry, date syrup or date powder, just holler at me. That's what we do here. So let me just go on and dry the pap, and I'll show you guys. I just pray. You know, one thing about this NEPA thing is that you don't know when they will take off the light. So I will not even say, okay, I'll use timer to see how long it's going to dry the pap and how perfect it is to dry the pap. Okay, so let's go. You guys know I've used sun to dry this pap before, and I know what it gave me. So let me dry with DEHYDRATOR, and I'll compare the both of them for you guys. But so far so good. This DEHYDRATOR is a good buy. It's worth investing. Whether it's near to some of the pap, it's worth investing. It's near to for in I want to dry this pap now. It has been in the freezer for some months. So let me dry it and see if there will be difference in taste. The one I dried using sunlight, I didn't like the taste. It changed the taste. So because it's the only thing in the DEHYDRATOR, I'll just put it in the middle. Oh, see how this is spoiling. Okay, so I'll leave it in the middle here. It's looking somehow. So I'll time it. Let's know how long it's going to take. So let me use this timer here. Let's say 6 hours. Or let's do 15. let's do 6. Where will I sit in the back one? Then flour fermentation. Let me use 40, 43. That's this one. And this one. Let's use 50.